Hi folks, going to show you how to make a real quick pillow sham. Keep in mind this can be any size. You can enlarge this. You could do this part here 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finish the rest of it. It can be any size. Okay, so you'll start with, all these need to be the same size, these squares. So those two, you'll do it like that, okay? Turn it over, sew down. Turn this one over, sew down. Then, when you open it, you're going to have 2 pieces, okay? And then what you'll do is you'll take it and flip it this way. A lot of you already know this. You're just looking for inspiration. And you'll sew it straight across, okay? So what you end up with is what's called a 4-patch. Patches are usually, well, not always. They could be 3, 6, 9. They could be 2, 4, 6. Let's see if I can find one to show you. Here's one. These are the makings of a quilt. So this is a 4-patch. Look at that. See? Okay. It's just but each sewn together. Flip it over, sew there, and you end up with a 4-patch. Okay. I'll just put that over there. I'm sorry about that. I dropped the phone. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so you don't have to, but what you can do is sew some kind of border on it, on both sides, and the same thing. That's all you do. Flip it like that, sew down the side, flip it back over. Do the same thing to this side. Now, if you add a border on the top or the bottom, it's going to need to go all the way over. So don't cut these the same size, because they're going to need, you see what I mean? It's got to go all the way over. Okay? It just depends on what size you want. And you can actually, you can just keep adding strips all the way around it. I think it's called a log cabin effect or something like that. But I have done that where I made an enormous dog pillow to put on Rosie's chair. And all I did was I started something in the middle and I just kept outlining it, and that's all you're doing. You're starting with the center and you're outlining it. Okay, so for the back, you're going to cut a piece of fabric and then cut it in half. Not in half, but anyway, I'll show you. So much easier if I was doing it. Okay, I didn't think to record the one I made this morning. So you're hemming each side, okay? The second one isn't hemmed, just pretend that it is, okay? And what I like to do is cut this backing piece about 1/4, about 1/4 larger, because then you're going to hem these parts, because once you're done, they're going to overlap, okay? This is called an envelope pillow, a pillow sham. So you go ahead and hem each side, and it'll, when it's cut properly, it'll overlap. You see how it overlaps here a little bit? That's about how much it should overlap. And then you put them face to face, face up, and this is your backing. It would go face down, okay? And you sew it all the way around. This is one of the superest, easiest things to make, and it looks really nice when it's done. Here's one I did this morning, okay? I did 2 and 2, sewed them together, and I put green strips on the side. Now I sewed it wrong when I sewed the backing on, so I had to cut it down. I had to cut it all open again and re-sew it. That's why the green is only a little bit, but that's okay. Once you get your pillow in it, that's going to poof out a little bit and it won't overtake the whole pattern, which is good because that's really a strong color. You don't want your trim color to take over. Well, maybe you do. If you do, then cut it that way. So I put this together, and then I cut, this is just from a muslin sheet, an old sheet. The sheets, they're so soft, they make the best backing. Okay, so as you can see, this piece goes to here. So I cut this piece about 75% as long as the front, and this piece is about half. So this piece extends over, and I did hem inside there. I did hem, okay, and I hemmed this side, and then you just face to face. You put them down face to face. Bottom one is face up, this one's face down, and sew all the way around it, and poof, you're done. And then when you go to put your pillow in, you just slide your pillow in. Most of you know what a pillow sham is. So this is just inspiration for you. You got a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Go ahead and get it done. And, you'll have something real pretty around your house. Here's some that I made. There's Rosie. This is similar, but it's a closed pillow, just with a sheet backing. And this was one of my brother's shirts. It was my early attempt. Okay, don't judge. I promise I do them better now. This was a dog pillow I made for Rosie, and I washed it on a really heavy wash, and so it tore it apart. So when you have something like that, just wash it easy. Okay, there's a patchwork pillow I made with fabric from my grandma. Those three right there, blue and red stripes are my grandma's shirts, and there's a little piece of camo from my son's uniforms, and there's a piece from my brother's shirt. There's little pieces of scraps from people's clothes and different stuff. This one, I made this in about 20 minutes one day. Same thing, okay? Two, join them. Put a strip on the end. You don't even have to do that part, okay? I actually put it all the way around, if you can see. It's got coffee on it or something. So I put the strips all the way around it. And then I just did like a real quick quilting on it.